the gift of inner knowing and knowledge, that things speak to us inside. And in this society, we are so far removed from that. We tend to make everything technology, and if it's not scientific fact and proven, then it's not real. And for me, I want to reflect on how do I come back to the inner knowledge, the knowing, when things are not logical, when things don't make sense, but inside I know, and remembering that knowing that came from before. How do I get back to that? And how do I get beyond my fears and my doubts and my inabilities or my blocks to receive that inner knowing? And the answer is I don't know. For each person, that is different. For some, it's a matter of getting in touch through yoga or meditation or prayer. For me, it's been a matter of prayer and a matter of making myself very quiet and willing to listen to those answers when sometimes those answers weren't what I wanted them to be. And that is the most difficult thing that we need to look at for each of us, for ourselves. What is the answer that I already know that I'm unwilling to accept? And what is the answer that I know that I don't have full information on from that inner knowing? Before Jacob was conceived, I was told he would come, in so many words, by that higher power, that little inner voice. There is a baby coming, is what I was told. And in that time of my life, it was extremely traumatic time, a time that it did not make sense to have another child. And I told that higher power and that inner knowing that I am not doing this. And I was told more forcefully, there is a baby coming. So I said, no, there's not. And I continued in this battle. And I finally came to the point that, okay, there's a baby coming. And he was conceived the next month. And throughout that pregnancy was the most difficult time of my life emotionally. My marriage was crumbling, and there was nothing I could do about it. And shortly after I got pregnant with him, I felt very strongly a woman with me. And a name came to me, and it was Sierra. And I thought, this is the baby's name. Her name is Sierra. And I went through that pregnancy believing and knowing that there was a woman with me. And 2 days before Jacob was born, because I'm talking to all these people, so yeah, let go of Olivia, okay? Just for a few minutes. She's okay. I knew there was a woman with me, and I knew the name was Sierra. And 2 days before he was born, I had a dream that I was holding a little red-headed boy, and his name was Jacob Eli. And I thought, okay, that's fine. And then Jacob was born, and he was a boy. And I thought, how did this happen? There was a woman with me, and I knew it was a woman, and her name was Sierra. How did I get a boy? And I began to doubt everything that I had received, everything that I believed about myself and my own inner knowing. And so I started praying a lot. I'm wrong. And I told everybody, this is a girl, this is a girl, this is a girl. And I didn't look very good to many people because of that. And it wasn't until about 3 months later that I was praying about it and wondering once again, come here, you. And the name came to me, and everything fell into place. The name was not Sierra, the name was Cesaria. my second great-grandmother. I know that she walked that pregnancy with me during the most tumultuous time of my life. And I want to share with all of you that I really believe and know that those who have come before sometimes will come back and walk with us through difficult times or just times when we need support and a little bit of help. There are people who are not here anymore, who are very interested in how we are doing. They want to know. They're very concerned because they are a link to our past, and we are the link to the future. And there's an unbroken chain that needs to be established. Continuing onward. So that's what I wanted to share with you all. I don't know kind of a difference or a help or anything that it made. I do know that it is very important to share our experiences with each other, particularly in this realm. I do know that we need to ask that inner knowing, how we can share and what is appropriate, and to be able to accept other people's experiences, although they may not choose what we choose. I have a very good friend in Arizona, and I know she won't mind me talking about her. When Bryce was born, I had him at a birth center naturally, and I started talking about the wonders of natural birth. And she had, her children are 6 months older, each of them, than mine. And she laughed at me. She laughed me to scorn. She had really liked the narcotic she was given, and that was okay by her. She later on had her second child in the hospital, at which time she was overdosed with the painkillers. And they pulled a gray little baby out of her body. And she did not see him for 2 days, and they managed to resuscitate him. And she called me very shortly thereafter. And she said, "Melissa, I am so sorry. This is what my experience is. And now I understand." And my heart just broke. Why did she have to experience that? And a lot of times it's because we can't hear any other way than through our own experience. As we walk this path with unassisted birth, most of us have many stories about how we got here. The things that were traumatic to us before. And I hear a lot of discounting of those experiences. Well, he was born in a hospital. Yes, but what did you learn? And that's what I want to ask each of us as we walk this path of our lives. What did we learn? I think I'm finished. Does anybody have any questions?